Director, Mr. Joseph Ward. Let's go, Coach!
Let's go, Coach. Let's go.
Let's go, Coach. Let's go, Coach.
Let's go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Man, just excited just to spend a little bit of time with you. We're going to work out that DJ situation. I don't know who's your DJ going to be for the event, but we're going to need that man or woman to be on point. This is kind of how we've always rolled in the business. You know what's unique, Jason, is the fact that when maybe your parents started a business, it was kind of like me, and we would have Think and Grow Rich and things like that, and how to win friends and influence people. And we would glean a lot of wisdom and knowledge from all that. You can get a lot of that today from the music. Now, I don't know about that. I ain't talking about the mumble rappers y'all listening to. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking like the gentleman said in the chat. I skipped the Yachty verse. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's better than he normally is, but not really my cup of tea. I need somebody that's thinking about something and saying something. But go back later on and listen to that verse. And then go ahead and correlate that with your attitude towards Primerica. Because I can promise you, even if a person's not a hip hop fan, you don't have to be a hip hop fan. I apologize, I didn't pull up the clean version, but sometimes you need the rough, rugged, and raw. Sometimes I'm just saying. I mean, I still love the Lord. He heard my cry, but as they say, Peter had a spirit just like that. Peter had a mouth on him, and he said, "Upon this rock I'll build my kingdom." But that's neither, build the church. So that's neither here nor there for those of y'all that can't take one or two curse words. But at the end of the day, it's an attitude. That's what it is. It's an attitude. So start all your meetings, start all your movements, start everything with the attitude. It's just like at church. When y'all go to church, does the pastor just come up and start talking? No, it's going to be some A and B selections that's going to happen before that to get the people in the spirit. Now, I know at the school, we ain't got to worry about it. I'm just messing with y'all this morning. But hey, listen, excited to be down there. I have always heard about this event, tremendous event. Unbelievable leaders, even outside, obviously, of your own hierarchy. A lot of competition, a lot of people that are running numbers and whatnot. So we're just as excited to come and receive as we are to give whatever it is that we can give. And make no mistake, the Aviator organization is the type of organization with leaders that are doing big things. Not only, Eric, aka The Rock, and Jason Ortiz with his new Ricky Martin style haircut. I'm still getting used to that. I saw him at the last event, and I said, "Oh my God!" He's already kind of on the pretty boy side, and now he's got the wavy hair going back. You know what I'm saying? But man, what tremendous leaders and builders they are, and the things that Edgar and my buddy Leighton Brown have been doing inside this organization and the other RVPs. I'm telling your organization, your hierarchy is on the move. You guys didn't just go over 1 million, you exploded over the 1 million and have maintained that momentum. So I'm just really excited about coming and sharing and spending some time with you guys. I will echo what Jason was telling you about the upcoming event. And here's the thing, the event, and I know this is a consistent event that you guys have several times a year, but this event is probably bigger than your last 2 or 3 events combined. And the reason why is because this is the last major event before the start of the recognition for the national convention. You'll have another school, but you'll already be in the midst of it, right? If you don't sell out to this event, if you don't sell out to this school, you will probably miss the window for the national convention. See, those of us at the top of Primerica understand that the momentum must be created going into the contest numbers, not once the contest, if you ever, just like with Hawaii or whatever the case may be, whatever the trip is that the company is sponsoring at a particular time, if you try to run the numbers during that contest, you have already lost. You see, the people that are going to excel are going to get what's called a running start. And this event is a launch board to that. And so I would tell you, obviously, you yourself are going. Your key players that might be in your organization right now, in your downline, they're already going. What I would emphasize to you is the newest people that you are going to recruit over this weekend. The person that's going to get involved in the business on Thursday, can you get them to the event on Friday and Saturday? I want to really encourage, and I know that these leaders have been talking about this. I want to talk to those of you that are on Zoom and you aren't in the Tampa area, right? And you say, well, man, you're not asking me to be at the event. It's 5 times more important for you to be there. It is 5 times more important for you to get in the environment. It is not too late. My next event within my organization, we're going down to New Orleans in the middle of November. And I am telling people, even right now, right, it's only 3 weeks away, right? Even right now, I'm saying you can still get them tickets on Southwest. Do you understand that airlines like Southwest and some of the major airlines will allow you to put your daggum plane ticket on layaway, but still take the flight now? So I'm not understanding why you're not going to be in Tampa. He said, well, you don't understand. I'm in Texas. I'm in California. I'm in New York. And I have all these excuses. As well, guess what? You can't make excuses and make money. You got to be in the environment. See, it's one thing. Remember during the pandemic, and we talk a lot about church and our spiritual lives and whatnot, but remember during the pandemic and everybody was having to do church online? How's that working out now? As soon as them doors opened back up, the people went back up in the building because it ain't the same. You can't catch the Holy Ghost on Zoom. I don't care what listen, I don't care. Now, can you get information? Can you get knowledge? Can you glean wisdom? Can you learn what to do? Yes. And that's how you're growing your business and have grown your business if you're strictly a part of this organization on Zoom. But when there's an opportunity to get around the leaders, to get around your competition, to get around some of your other teammates. See, the scripture says, do not forsake the assembly of the brethren. See, it's different when we can come together, right? It's a different message that's going to come from the stage that you're going to be able to receive, that's going to be able to get down in your spirit that you ain't going to be able to get on Zoom. I would make the commitment. If you got to put it on layaway, put it on layaway. Do whatever it is you got to do to be at the event. Well, I ain't got no hotel room. One of your teammates got a hotel room. So get in the same hotel room. See, y'all done got too pretty. And that's one thing I'm going to talk to you about when I come down there. Look, y'all done got too pretty in Primerica. You don't do any of the nasty stuff. You don't make any of the sacrifices, any of the commitments that the Ortiz family had to make. See, they wasn't able to go to these different events. And they mom and dad had a room. And then Eric had his own room, and Jason had his own room, and this, but no, sometimes they had to all be in a room together.
Everything's off.
Why would I do that? I wouldn't do all that. See, that's why you're not a millionaire. See, that's what I'm saying. See, y'all go get, see, we most of us, the local, we ain't got no hotel room. Well, go and get a hotel room for your downline. And put 4 of your downline in there, and they all pay $50 a piece, and they at the meeting. See, you're there to get fed. You're not there. This ain't no vacation. I used to tell my people all the time, this ain't no second honeymoon. Leave the handcuffs and the chains and whips and stuff at home. This ain't about rekindling your marriage. This is about getting in the meeting, getting around the leaders, and hearing the things you need to hear to go move your business. That's what this is about. So it is not too late to get more people there. See, I can't tell you how many times in my Primerica career that people tried to pull out on me at the last minute. And that's going to happen to some of you. Some of you, something is going to happen between now and the event where the devil is going to try to put a roadblock up for you. And now all of a sudden you can't be at the event. Well, you don't understand. I didn't know my kid had this come up. You ain't got to be at all your kids' events. You need to go get rich so they can have a better life. Well, at the last minute, you don't understand, Coach, because my actual mother has a corn on her big toe, and they're gonna have that removed. And I want to make sure that I'm going. You ain't no doctor. Be at the meeting. See, there are going to be, and there's going to be some. We laughing and joking, but there's going to be something that might be a little challenging. That maybe if we were really being real, and you came to Jason and Eric, and you said, "Man, this is happening. I ain't going to be able to be there," and they would be like, "That's valid." You really need to be there.
Yep.
You really need to be there. Whatever it is that's going on is still going to be going on when the meeting is over.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot miss the meeting. And then you can't hear all of the excuses that your people are going to make. Now, don't let it be a money issue. See, I'm going to tell you something else, Eric, that we used to do when we were building a business. And people don't understand that we were broke when we were building a business too. But sometimes you got to sow a seed if you want to harvest. Don't try to get your new people there talking about, oh, the tickets are whatever they are, $20, $25, $30. Oh, you need to go ahead and get you a ticket. No, you ask them to come at the last minute. Sow a seed into your business. See, when I was a district leader, district leaders and above in Mike Evans' base shop had to buy 10 tickets. Well, what? How many tickets did you have you buy if you didn't have 10 tickets? 10 people, 10 tickets. Only if you had 3 people, you still bought 10 tickets. Yes, you got to support the event. The event don't pay for itself. The recognition don't pay for itself. The hotel room don't pay for itself. But what you're really doing is you're sowing a seed. Everybody wants a harvest, don't want to sow no seeds. How many people have you sponsored for the event? How many people did you pay for to get it? Oh no, they got to get theirs. I got to get mine. They got to get theirs. Well, then you don't deserve to override them. Give them to somebody that will sow into them, and so that they have an opportunity. Because I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many times people were going to pull out at the last moment. I begged, I pleaded, I borrowed, I bartered, I did all this. I made all kind of promises I couldn't keep to get them to the meeting. Cam Cooper, Jeff Mallard, 2 of the biggest leaders in my business, were going to pull out of the same event, an AALC national meeting, back, I don't know, 15 years ago or whatever the case may be. They were new. They tried to pull out on me 2 days before the bus going to pull out. I'm on the phone with both of them. You can't do it. And both of them, it was valid. It had to do with money. Right? How much money they were going to lose based on what they did for a living. Cam Cooper was a barber. I'm telling him, I need you on Friday. I need you on Saturday for the event. Well, that's a third of his income every month. But I'm telling him, hey, listen, you missed the event, man. It might cost you $50,000. You missed the event. It might cost you $500,000. You missed the event. That was your chance to be a millionaire. But guess what? I was saying the same thing to the other people that didn't go. See, I don't make it true or false. The person makes it true or false. My job is to get as many people there as I possibly can. So I would be on the phone like crazy. Hey, I was just on Zoom this morning, man. The guest speaker was on there. You cannot miss it. You can't miss it. See, if that person pops up, let me tell you what, let me tell you a way to say this spiritually to people. Because if that person pops up in your head, you can tell them, man, Spirit hit me just this morning, said you got to be at the event. Don't vex the Spirit. You got to be there. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about. Maybe you can pray about it, meditate on it, but your name came straight when see, that's what just happened. See, if y'all are moving in the Spirit, it just happened. I said you need to call somebody, get them to the event. That person just popped into your head, and you are not going to be obedient and call that person. The person's picture, they face just came to you right then. You're right. That one I just prospected the other day, who's kind of on the fence. They ain't even turned in. They won 24 yet. But man, they need to be there. The spirit hit me, said they need to be there. They're not even in the business. They ain't checking solution numbers at the hotel. That's how the Ortizes got into business. They didn't get prospected. Ed was just at the facility. The meeting was going on. Hey, what the hell is going on up in here? Did I say that story right, Jason? I'm not getting that story wrong, am I?
Nope.
He wasn't in the business. He was at the meeting.
Facts.
You got people you talking to about the business. They haven't even made a decision yet. Hey, listen, man, spirit hit me, man. You need to be at this event. I think this is what's missing for you. I got your ticket. I already bought it. You don't have to say how much the ticket is. They might think the ticket $100. If we were going to go to one of those Instagram conventions or whatever, it'd be $100, $200. You say, I already got it. I purchased your ticket already. I registered you. When you bought the ticket, you registered, right? It just sounds fancy, don't it? You're already registered. I have a reserved seat for you. Y'all still don't talk to people like this. These ain't the things you say to them. Your seat is reserved.
It's reserved.
Hey, Joe, I'm not going to be able to be there. Well, wait a minute. Your seat is reserved. You can't give up a seat. Now that seat is reserved. You know how many people? We got a waiting list. Y'all missing it.
Taking notes.
Y'all missing the whole thing. Now let's talk about, before we get out of here, let's talk about some content here. If you're looking for all these newfangled ideas, all these bogus ways to build a business, all of these fake numbers, doing all the things that eventually get people fired, that's not going to be any of the topics. I know. Hey, I mean, we can talk like this, can't we? Can we, Eric? Can we talk like this? Y'all down in Florida, y'all know what it is. It's rampant all around you.
Yep.
What we're going to show you and talk to you about. Now, listen, there are components. I believe in certain newer versions of Prime, obviously Zoom and the things, and doing your webinars online and all of this kind of stuff. I believe in responsible inboxing. We're going to spend some time on that. If anybody give me the microphone, we talk about responsible inboxing. See, irresponsible inboxing is happening all around you. And see, if we can't get a group of leaders that do it responsibly, along with the other ways that have always traditionally worked in Primerica, then those people that are going wayward and going left, they win. That ain't, This ain't the time to be looking at the top of the leaders bulletin. This is the time of doing the regular vanilla Primerica with a little hot sauce on it every now and then, but regular vanilla Primerica. See, I believe in things still today that you don't hear a lot about. You hear about just inbox 100 random people that you don't know, they don't know you. I'm going to talk to you about how to more successfully, with less people, more responsibly, better for Primerica as a corporation long term. You see, Eric, as well as Jason, they have children that they would like to pass this damn business along to. But if we don't get this thing fixed, and I was just at the home office last week talking about this very thing. So this ain't me just talking to you and Joe just out here whining. No. We got to fix this. Because I got kids too. And if we allow this to continue to persist, and the company's on top of it, if you think, listen, don't worry about it, Jason. You think the people getting away with it, Primerica ain't doing nothing but building a case. I know that is a statement of fact. They're building a case now. They're about to handle these people. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I believe in something called face-to-face prospecting. You can just tune me out when I get down there. Because all you got to do, just during that section, just tune me out. And you go ahead and do 100 random inboxes of perfect strangers that they're not even a follower of yours. You're not a follower of theirs. That's kind of number one, ain't it, Eric? Good God, we're not even followers. We're not even friends. I'm just in your inbox. Want to make some money? Keeping your options open. Well, I'll just show you how to go out and get you 1, 2 names and numbers out in the street and have 3 times the effect. Well, I'm scared to talk to people face to face. That's okay. Let's get over it. I'm going to help you with it. We're going to talk about the mentality behind it. You need to stop thinking that they're saying in your entire career here, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, a person has not said no to you. It has never happened. They have never said no to you. They said no to what you're offering. Stop taking it personal. How successful do you think you would be if you got a marketing list of vegetarians and you sell meat?
Not at all.
So if I show up at your house, I'm knocking on doors and all of these people are vegetarians and I say, man, I've got Wagyu steak, I got New York strip, I got chicken breast, I've got this, I've got that. They say, oh, excuse me, sir, not interested. I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, I totally understand, but we have the finest cut. I'm saying this is premium beef. We get this straight from Oklahoma. Sir, I don't know if you heard me, but I am a vegetarian. Yes, but if you understood our deal, if you get 5 of the Wagyus, we're going to throw in 10 New York strip. There's nothing you can say. They're vegetarian.
That's good.
And the person you're trying to recruit, there's nothing you can say. They are either entrepreneurially minded or they are not. Make them a client and keep on rolling. Only 20%. This ain't changed since art. Only 20% of people are entrepreneurially minded. See, when you talk to 10 people and you end up getting 2 or 3 of them to join, it wasn't because the 7 weren't interested, blah, blah, blah. The 7 were not entrepreneurially minded. They don't see themselves doing anything more than their job. So then why aren't you walking up to these sharp-looking people? People that you do business with. Do you do business with people and they don't and don't offer them the opportunity to do business with you? So where you take your dry cleaning, they don't have your insurance? I mean, I'm just saying, your hairstylist or your barber is not a client, and they still doing your hair. See, when we say prospecting ain't always perfect strangers. There's people around y'all, right? You got people that you talk to at your church every single Sunday. Hey, sister so-and-so, God bless you, man, how are you doing? They don't even know you do life insurance. Yep. They got an IUL right now. They paying $250 a month for $100,000 in coverage, no investment. It's yielding 3%. But here you are, bless you in the name of the Lord and all that. Bless them financially. Yep. We believe in prospecting. We believe in something called getting referrals. I know. Y'all just want to randomly inbox people. Why get referrals? Why would I ever say, hey, okay, Jason, I know you're not interested in the business. I know these are the things you want to say, what I'm going to be talking about, right? Right, Jason, this is what you're saying? Okay, all right. So why would I know Jason don't want to do the business. He told me. He said, I love my job, man. I'm totally committed to that, man. I see myself getting promoted, making all the money I want to make. Man, that is awesome, bro. Well, listen, I know you probably know some sharp people. Man, who is the most competitive person you know? Who's the hardest working person you know? Who's the most ambitious person you know? Who's the most money motivated person you know? Who's got the most people skills? He said, man, you know what? It's not for me, but my cousin, Layton Brown. You need to talk to him. So instead of trying to spend 5 days inboxing 100 people each, 500 people, I can just call one person that fits the bill. Now, are they going to join or not join? That's not relevant, but I'm being led. Make sure, and I want you to holler this out, Jason, at the meeting if I don't do this. And I don't do this in some part. Everybody y'all meet. Y'all remember the movie The Matrix?
Yep, classic.
Yes, okay. Y'all don't have internet or cable. See, that's why y'all need to write some business. See, then you can get internet and cable and some of these apps. You can get Hulu. It's only about $7-10 a month now. So y'all don't remember the Matrix. I'm gonna give you the Matrix version of our business. And then Jason, you remind me in the locker room or something. Y'all got a locker room, don't you?
Sure.
Remind me to do this in the locker room, Jason.
Okay.
Everybody you deal with is either Morpheus or Neo.
Yo.
Everyone. And there are no other characters. Everyone you deal with is either Morpheus or Neo. And I'm going to take it a step further for you Bible scholars. Everybody you deal with is either John the Baptist or Jesus. Your job is to determine which. Now, for those of you that understand the movie or you understand the Bible, you understand what I am saying. Everyone you deal with is either the person that leads you to the one or they are the one. There are no other categories. Not interested is not a category. You are either the one or you lead me to the one. You see, now I told him this in training last night. Make sure I do this, Jason. I'm telling you, when I really walk it out, it's crazy.
I got you, coach.
I'm going to take this a step further, and here it is. You need Morpheus to identify who the one is, because the one may not even know it themselves. See, the one that's going to be your management exchange, you need somebody to introduce y'all and to say about them, they're the one. Then all you got to do is explain Primerica. Your whole business is to find as many Morpheuses that you do understand there are more Morpheuses than there are Neos.
Yep.
There are more John the Baptist than there are. Remember, John the Baptist had one role. If y'all ain't really Bible scholars, some of y'all that don't really read your Bible like that don't even know who John the Baptist is. John the Baptist had one job. His entire life, he was created to do one thing. There's a guy coming and he's going to be off the chain. That's all he did. That was it. This dude going to be off the chain. Y'all better get ready. I'm telling you, this dude the one now. He going to be able to do wonders and miracles. This dude going to be right. So we already knew, the people at that time already knew there's some dude named Jesus. He coming, man. He got some stuff with. So let me see what he's talking about. That's what John the Baptist that you sat down with didn't want to do the business. They got on the webinar, that didn't join. They are going to do that with the person you're looking for. You out here trying to find Neo, but you ain't got no Morpheus. Let's go old school. Leaders come 4 deep. It ain't changed. You expect to recruit all your leaders direct. It happens sometimes. But if you were to go into a room, right? We used to do this all the time in old school Primerica meetings, right? Stand up if you're 4 deep. The people you will see standing up are the highest percentage of regional vice presidents. That's because you recruit Morpheus direct. You get Neo through other people. But y'all ain't using other people. You using random people on Instagram. Did I say don't inbox people? Is that what I said?
No.
That would be foolish. It gives you access to people. But I'm gonna teach you something called cultivation. It's just about 2 more steps before the inbox, right? You don't, and I don't know, I never know about these schools. You know, we don't do as many schools as we used to, Jason. So I don't know how real I'm supposed to be at the event. I mean, I can take it as far as people want to take it, or we can keep it vanilla. You know, I normally know that if the event's at a church. Is this one at a church?
No, this is at a theater, so you can let it rock.
Okay, my man. Okay, cool. You don't just walk up to a woman and say, let's have sex. Now, you might be successful in that every now and then. But most of the time, we might have to have a conversation, maybe buy you a drink, possibly dinner. And then, don't worry, I'm happily married. I'm just trying to get you to understand. That's what's happening when you get into somebody's inbox that they're not a follower of yours, you're not a follower of theirs. I told you we're going to talk real. Is this what you wanted me to do, Jason? Tell them how it's going to sound.
Let's go.
This is how it's going to sound. We can sit here and bullshit each other, or we can be real. I'm just one. Don't spit on me and tell me it's raining, right? Give me the real, unadulterated truth, and then I can decide whether or not I want to go respond to that. You are getting in people's inbox talking about, hey, want to have sex? No. Okay, hey, how about you? You want to have sex? No. Hey, what about you? You want to have sex? Guess what you're affecting? A little bit of your reputation. What do you think? Well, aren't you eventually going to try to have sex? Yes. In decency and in order. We're going to get the inbox. It makes sense. I really think you should probably do 10 a day. That's what I tell my teammates. But 10 a day of people that you've already cultivated a relationship. It's only a couple more steps, Jason. It's only a couple more steps. But boy, are they effective steps. So we'll be talking about all of those things and plus many more. How to move your life insurance business. How about that?
Yes, sir.
How about how to overcome these IULs and these universal lives and the infinite banking and all this crap they out there selling to people? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to have strong QBI so you can stop writing all this business but not getting paid. Every school, this is my favorite part of every school during the recognition is after they do, I like it when they're close by, when they do the premium recognition and the cash recognition. Because the people come up and get the premium, and then all of a sudden they just miraculously have to go to the bathroom during cash flow. Because you was 1, 2, and 3 in premium, but we couldn't find you on cash flow. See, I'm not impressed by what's on the leaders bulletin. I'm impressed what's in the bank.
Yep.
We're gonna talk about that. See that these are issues and problems. You're looking at some of these big bay shops, some of these big bay shops that you see out there, some of these big bay shops in Florida. Now, some in Florida are legit. Now, don't get it twisted. Some of these bay shops in Florida are legit, but not all of them. QBI 50 and 55%. Come on now, tell truth, shame the devil, man. Let's run a business. We're gonna talk about that. Run a balance business. Can a person get an investment from you? Please? I ain't got no investment license. There ain't nobody on your team got an investment license. Ain't nobody at the office got an investment license. Man, the people gonna perish. When you write the life insurance policy, the folks gotta die to get that money. I don't want to die. Like, wait a minute now, I got a ton of life insurance, about $6 million now. I don't want to die. I don't want my family getting rich. I had to die. Can my family get rich and I live? That sounds like a better plan. But that's the pack. How are your clients not getting a pack? We gonna talk about that. Talk about moving your people, man. Talk about how to deal in an environment, become a vice president. Is there anybody in the hierarchy ready to go vice president? How long are you going to stay in the base shop? You acting like they are asking you to walk to hell and back. We're going to give you the basics. How to go vice president? This ain't no big deal. Double-digit recruit, man, about 6 months, write you about 8,000 to 10,000 personal, get you 3 to 4 direct, have strong QBI, get you a management exchange doing 10 or 15,000 minimum, and go on out. What are we talking about here? Some of y'all ain't securities licensed, but don't watch. I got a buddy of mine that just did this. He started from the beginning on Netflix of Grey's Anatomy. Like 11 seasons or something. It's like 11 seasons. They ain't got NAS security license. Hey, I'm right now, all on Facebook. Oh, I'm right now, I'm on season 8, man. It sure is good. I can't believe the doctor such and such did such and such. I can't believe you're not securities licensed. You know what I mean? Hours are being spent. Y'all don't get to watch Netflix and Prime and Apple TV. You ain't got no securities license. You shouldn't be in season nothing of nothing. When people are picking up stuff, talking about how great it is, you should be like, man, I don't even know what you're talking about. Is that a show? I've been studying for my securities. I just knocked down my SIE. I'm about to take the 6. I ain't got time for that nonsense. Now, do I do all that today? I promise you. That's a big day for me on Sunday. Yeah, I'm football and some series. I'm trying to tell you, if the game ain't good, I'm back into the series. But I have a license. I got my licenses. I ain't got to go take that test. Never again. We need the securities license so we can get out to vice president. And we also need the securities license so we can do securities. I did an appointment the other day. The people got $3 million. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. May not get none of it, may get all of it, but I'm in the game. I got a license. What about you? That same client run up on you, you got to refer it. Now you need to refer it because you can get those assets back, once you get securities license. But what I'm trying to tell you is, why refer it? Get it.
Yep.
And you never know when it's coming. You never know when one of your clients have a lawsuit. They got $5 million. You can get them to invest too. You never know when somebody that knows somebody else hit the Powerball, one of them state Powerballs, $1 million, $2 million. Now you get them to invest 700,000 of it.
Yep.
See, I know you know about these things, man. Yvonne is one of the best investors in y'all state. Damn near a third of their income was investments, and y'all ain't doing it. She right up in there moving money. And here you are talking about, I'm working on it. I'm gonna get around to it. And especially y'all that ain't writing no business. You ain't writing no business. You ain't recruiting nobody. Why you ain't got all the licenses? Like, I'm not understanding. You're not bringing nothing to the table right now. Now, you can change that after the event. But right now, you ain't been doing it. Why you didn't get the security license? Just in case somebody, what if one of your relatives, turn around and retire? They got $1.5 million in their retirement account, and it must move. It has to move. They would much rather move it with you. You could have made $25,000. You could have made $30,000. I'm just telling that we're going to talk about the business. Oh, by the way, too, I'm getting off here. I got other stuff to do with my life today, but listen. One thing I can promise you is that half the Primericans that you idolize today would come in and do the event, and when the event was over, you wouldn't know any more about what they do in the business than a man on the moon. You could have said at the end of the meeting they were actually an astronaut for what they shared with you. We don't do that. We'll tell you what we do. We get in the locker room, we have a question and answer or whatever. How do y'all do this? How do y'all do that? Got it? Here it is. Because Eric, if they can't tell you what they're doing, then what they're doing is bullshit.
Mm.
Every time they on PFN, you ain't never seen them talk about nothing. Well, how do you close life insurance? How do you get new recruits into the business? How do you get referrals? How do you? We ain't doing that. That's not even how your school is run. So we know you would expect more. So we're excited about coming down there. I emphasize to you again, get more people in the room. If you got 2 people coming, let's get 4. You got 4 people coming, let's get 8. You got 10 people coming, let's get 20. It's all based on your commitment. You make a decision, you're going to get more people there. You are going to influence people. If you wishy-washy, ain't nobody else coming. But if you are truly, just maybe after what we talked about this morning, if you're truly excited, like, man, I really think I'm going to get something, then it's better to do it through multiplication than just through yourself. You can get the information, you'll go grow your business. But if you get more people there and they also get the information, you can explode your business. Love you guys, Ortiz family. Looking forward to being down there, and we'll see you guys soon.
Awesome. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you.
Man, listen, that was just a snip of what he's going to be giving y'all this weekend, man. I'm telling her this upcoming weekend, he's going to absolutely just crush it. So thank you so much, Coach Ward, for being on there with us today. Before we keep moving on in the last 15 minutes here, I want to take 2 seconds real quick. Does Coach Ed want to say something to Joe Ward real quick?
Absolutely, without a doubt, without a doubt. All right, let me turn one of these things off. Yeah. There it is. There it is. Hey, Joe, hey, thank you so much, man. First of all, Jason, thank you for setting it up. But man, but what a strong leader, man. Absolutely phenomenal what Joe brought to the table here. Exactly what we needed it. I mean, I just love the straight talk. I mean, straightforward, everything, even from that intro music, man, was just right on time, man. But and one of the reasons I got to give Joe some recognition here is that one of the reasons we made it to 1 million was because of Joe. I mean, the way he encouraged us, the way he pushed us, the way he just challenged the whole team there. And as a matter of fact, for those of you who made our trip, we took about what was it, Jason? About 45 people to Vegas about a year ago or so.
Yeah, almost 50. Yeah.
And for those of you who made that trip, got to thank Joe Ward, because that's where it came from. You know, as far as setting up an incentive trip like that, and we had a blast. We had a blast out there. We had a good time, and I know we're going to continue doing great stuff as we go forward. But this TBLS is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And man, just plug in, man, because I'm telling you, not only one thing that he mentioned as far as Neo and Morpheus was just absolutely powerful. You know, every person needs a Morpheus to find that Neo. Every person needs a John the Baptist to find that Jesus, you know. So, and that's what we're looking for, is looking. And old school is nothing more than referrals, man. Just going after the referrals. Who do you know? Who do you know who's interested in making some serious money? Who do you know who's interested in changing their lives and so forth? So we got to get good at that. All right. And even though social media is absolutely phenomenal, but we got to plug into old school, which is powerful. And the business that you submit with old school just sticks to the books. So we just got to continue moving it forward that way. So great job, Jason. Great job, Joe. Really, truly appreciate you, man. And just can't wait to see you, man. So with that, Jason, I pass it back to you, brother.
Hey, Dad, appreciate you. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you. Love you.
I can't hear you. On mute.
We're good. We're good. Everybody can hear me. We're good. We're good. All right. So listen, y'all. So I know you guys got a bunch of good nuggets from Joe this morning. This was by no means a signal for you guys to change what it is that you're doing. Okay. Everything that we are doing in this hierarchy is working. Okay. We're amongst the top across the board, from rep to regional vice president to senior vice president up to senior national sales director. We're amongst the top, not only in the state of Florida, but in the entire nation. Okay. So it's not here designed for you guys to change what it is that you're doing. This was designed to help you take the best and leave the rest. Does that make sense? Right? Keep what you guys are doing. You guys are absolutely killing it. Get the information that you get from this upcoming weekend from Coach Joe, whatever the case is. Enhance your business and take it to the next level. Does that sound good? That sound good? Okay. And in closing, I want to go over two things. First and foremost, listen, what I was finding out about these big events, at the end of the day, the person who attends the most events wins. The person who attends the most events wins. I don't just mean, these small meetings or these trainings, different things like that. I mean the big destination type events that are put on by the uplines, by the company. Those are the most powerful events you're going to ever go to. And it's absolutely crucial for you guys to attend them. Show of hands here in this room. Who's got their ticket for this event? It should be everybody. It should be everybody. Okay. I know some people are going to argue that in today's technologically advanced world, that destination type events are dead. But I'm telling you, man, people that travel for them, that, it's so easy to get some training, and it's so cliche to say. I see the irony in it, because you're never going to find more available resources than you find on Primerica online. okay? You have literally unlimited, on-demand video training for you with the help of our boot camps that are recorded. It's so easy to get caught up in the technological click and play type world. But I'm telling you, man, I guarantee you that if you look at the top earners in the company, you're gonna find that literally every single one of them uses destination events as a cornerstone for their business. Every single one of them. You go to any one of these events, any Tampa Bay Leadership School, the majority of the people that are going to Lakeland, first and foremost, aren't even from Lakeland. But they're the highest paid earners in the state of Florida, in the Southeast region, because they travel and they use these to their advantage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so listen, here's some important reasons why you should attend some events. Okay, number one, sometimes you just need to get away from the routine day-to-day grind and remind yourself of your dreams. Okay, man, I love the fact that this office, I've never been a part of an organization that I've had so many young, focused, talented, special people that show up consistently day after day. That's something special, y'all. You guys look at your circle of friends, and for the most part, you're not gonna find another group, a nucleus group of people that are motivated like this group right here, like the ones on this call, okay? That show up day to day, wanting to do something bigger, special, better for their lives, okay? And so it's important, right, when you're working away, building your business, meeting with prospects, right, scheduling meetings, getting bogged down with all the activities, you begin to forget sometimes why you're doing this. And it's so important, right, that attending these events, you can kind of put aside for a little bit the activities for a few days and completely just immerse yourself in why you joined Primerica in the first place, right? And why you joined Primerica in the first place, okay? You have the chance to refocus, to recommit to your dreams, to your future, the events. These events, y'all, they give you strength that you're gonna need to get back home. To get back home, to dig in and do what's necessary to move forward. You know, every time that I've ever felt my business, and you could probably attest for this, Eric, and anybody that's been here for over 5 years can kind of attest to this. The business doesn't go like this. Contrary to popular belief, the business does not go like that. The business goes like this. You grow like that. You grow, sometimes you kind of plateau, you stagnate a little bit, and then you get what you need, Jake, to take it to the next level. And then it kind of stagnates and plateaus, and then you bounce back, and that's what these events give you. They give you that force, that power to get up and keep moving. You know, I've had hundreds of moments at these events, y'all, at these destination events, right? Going to Lakeland, going to Atlanta, going to California, going to Keystone, Colorado, we're going to Philadelphia in December, going to Arizona, going to Texas. Every time, right, that I go to these events, there's always an instance where some speaker said something and I gained the strength to not give up, to keep moving again. Or sometimes a speaker says something and I stop blaming others for, you know, the failures that we would have in our business. Okay? You decide to go all the way to the top because of something the speaker says at the end of the day sometimes, y'all. Don't y'all get that? Isn't it amazing that we have such an incredible organization that you guys literally, I hope you guys don't take for granted that you guys get that kind of power on a daily basis with these boot camps, y'all. Where you hear from people like Ryan, from Eric, right? From Edward, from Layton, from Dagnell, from all the leaders, from Ari, from all the leaders, from Alan Lewis, from the biggest people, okay? Listen, don't take it for granted, okay? I promise you, if you were to go outside of this at any time, you're gonna realize, man, these people in this organization are unbelievable. And you will realize that when you go to these events. Jonathan, isn't it crazy when you went to that leadership school in Lakeland last time? You saw that, hey, I'm a part of this group, kind of in the office, it's all good. But when you got to that event, wasn't it like, damn, these people are killing it?
Yeah,
Because it was on a bigger scale, right?
I was brand new too. I mean, that changed my life.
Exactly, y'all. Exactly. Okay. In addition to the strength and the training that you're going to receive at these events, you're also going to get the experience, right? The experience of being part of Primerica. okay, of what it's like. You're gonna be able to see people that have been a part of the business for a year or 2 or 5 years or 10 years. And it's important because sometimes, you know, in our circle that we have right now, for most people outside of Primerica is still sometimes still so misunderstood, isn't it? And so it's important to be around that. Okay? When you're around these events, you're around like-minded people and people that see the same potential as you do in Primerica. And that's important. Okay? And then finally, it also creates an element of positive peer pressure. Positive peer pressure. Okay? Oftentimes, you know, companies use these types of events to recognize people who have achieved these certain types of goals, milestones, they've broken records, achieved a certain status, whatever the case is. But when those people are, isn't it interesting, when those people are being recognized across the stage, am I the only one that sometimes sees like, man, if they could do that, so can I? So can I?
All the time.
Positive peer pressure, y'all. Positive peer pressure. You see them, you hear their stories, you think, man, I could be that person. I want to be that kind of person. I want to walk across the stage. I can do better than them. You guys come across and you're inspired by the achievements of others that to do more work and go after it and do harder and bigger and better in your business when you get back, right? Traveling to destinations are one of the most powerful things you can do to help grow your business, and it's important to keep them going. Okay? And then and so I want to encourage you guys to look at this as you go. When you go to this TBLS event next time, okay? Here's a secret. Here's a cheat code that was taught to me by a mentor. And he said this. He said, when you go to these events, okay, especially the TBLS, that room holds about, 2,500 people. Okay, let's say 2,000 to keep it simple. When you go to that room and you look around at the 2,000 people that event holds, at the next event, here's a secret, at the next event, half of those 2,000 people are gonna show up. But you know what's interesting is that the 1,000 that show up, they're gonna be making twice as much as what the 2,000 did when they came in the first place. And it doesn't stop there, okay? Your job is to be in the 1,000 at the next event. And it doesn't just stop there, right? The 1,000 that come to the next event, right? Half of those people are gonna be the ones that show up and they're gonna be making 4 times as much as the 2,000 at the beginning. In my experience, y'all, and I think you can see it in this office, in our experience, it's the people who outlast that make the most money. You look at everybody in the organization from the top down, the people that have been here the longest continue to make money. And they enhance their pile or their bucket of money by the skills that they get from these trainings. Skills pay the bills at the end of the day. Make it a priority to go to these events and you're gonna find yourself on the path to go all the way to the top, y'all. I hope that helped out. And then last but certainly not least, I wanna give a really special recognition to my wife, Jackie. Today is our 10-year anniversary.
Jackie, Jason.
10-year anniversary. Man,
Congratulations.
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 10 years, and there she is right there. You know what's so funny is when we got married, I was so nervous at the altar. The first line of our wedding vow was, Jackie, I believe in you, man. Right? I was so nervous, and nothing has changed to this day, baby. I still believe in you. Thank you for believing in me after all these years. And here's to the next 50 years with me, baby. Love you so much. Thank you.
Love you, Jason.
Let's go.
And let's talk out that TBLS. Y'all have a great day. Y'all know who we are. We are.
TBLS.
We're the